Hello and welcome, and in today's video I'm going to take you up this place here. It's called Napoleon's Hill. This is just the south of Kaunas in Lithuania, and this is apparently the place from or where Napoleon crossed the Niemen river. So we're going to have a view of that from up here. As you can tell, it's been raining, and it's been raining quite heavily, so much so that I had to wait well over an hour to have this opportunity to walk up the hill. Of course, I could have walked up in the rain, and I chose not to do that. So what we're talking about here is 1812, the invasion, or the attack on Russia. The invasion of Russia, which I suppose one could say in a way started from this location that we're at here. So this is called in Jeza Mount, if I've said that correctly, in Lithuanian, and it's 63.6 meters in height, and fortunately this staircase is relatively easy to get up. So hopefully we're going to see the river Niemen from up here. So this mound apparently used to be a hill fort, and if the river is indeed up here, as it seems to be on the map, I can understand its benefits for defense. Now, the reason it's called Napoleon's Hill, it's because it is said that he watched the construction of bridges over the Niemen River from up here. And it's raining again. And it's almost the anniversary, because today, so it's the middle of June now, and he was up here on the 24th of June 1812, and so apparently he arrived here on the 23rd of June of that year, and the 6th Polish Cavalry Regiment of what's his name? Niemoyevski was up here, and this is the place that was reconnoitred to be the best for crossing the Niemen River. Now, the Niemen River is pretty powerful. This point here is about 6-7 kilometers from the center of Kaunas, something like that, and the Niemen, I'm trying to think of a suitable comparison. In any case, it's a very wide river. Can't think of it. So I sort of say, well, maybe it's a bit like the Thames at Putney or something like that, but I don't think that helps much. Actually, that's Thames at Putney's bigger. Now, Napoleon had a bridge building unit, and it is thanks to them that this bridge was actually put up. Oh, so there's the Niemen down there. That's Kaunas. And here we've got some information. If it's in the language I know, sorry, it's not readable. Here on the Lithuanian land, 23rd of June 1812, scouts from Napoleon's great army crossed the river Niemen, border of Imperial Russia, and took hold of the position of Sanciarium on the 24th of June to 25th of June 1812 under the command of Emperor Napoleon the first. Okay, sorry. Unfortunately, it's not very clear because of the rain, so we'll have to come down here and get a bit more of a view of it. Now, I have to say that that's pretty impressive to get across a river that big with the technology that they had then. Wouldn't you agree? Even if it's not particularly visible. I'm sorry, I'm holding this thing here with one hand. I don't really want to start trying to get down to the bottom. Anyway, so the view is not as good as I'd like. Now, the bridge building unit of the Grande Armée was under the command of General Jean-Baptiste Eble. And so he had to build 3 bridges across this, and 300 meters apart, and 2 of them were to be built between Panamunde and Isera rivers. And it was 2200 hours by the time the ferrying of people across this river actually got underway. Yeah, we better have had a better view, I know, but oh, might get one by walking down here. Let's see what this does. So you've got Kaunas down there. Now, I've got a lot of admiration for this Jean-Baptiste Eble, because you think a few months later, you go to the crossing of the Berezina, which was done in dreadful conditions, and he managed to get up a couple of pontoon bridges over that river in the retreat in winter. And so that's quite amazing. Now he went off to from there. He went to Königsberg. He was actually put in charge of the artillery on the death of the previous general of artillery. I think it was on the 14th of December 1812. But Eble died on the 31st of December of that year. I suspect he might have got ill from jumping in the frozen Berezina, because he wanted to be the first to actually make a point that they couldn't do it. They could put up these bridges to get what was left of the Grande Armée across the river, and so he jumped in first. And that's what I suspect happened anyway. I don't know. I wasn't there at the time. You might think I was, but I wasn't. And anyway, so on the 100th anniversary in 1913, Tsar Nicholas II actually came here to have a look at this spot. Now, if you're watching this, Tsar Nicholas, if for any reason you survived that Bolshevik hit squad that apparently got you, I'd like to point out the 100th anniversary would have been, in fact, on 1912 and not on 1913. Just a little point between you and I there. I won't let on to anyone else. So, there you go. I'm really I'm amazed to think how well given the technology, given the resources that they had at this time, how they managed to do this. I mean, I remember myself putting up bridges in the army. I mean, then technology that we had then, and you'd be looking at you wouldn't have done it all that much quicker, in my opinion, maybe with fewer people, but really quite a magnificent crossing, something to be very, very proud of. Sorry I couldn't show this any better. I was just driving down the road and I noticed that it was here, so I thought I'll go there and have a look at that. And anyway, it's got this deciduous wood here around us. And I need to point out, of course, I'm not what I know about the Second World War historian. I know about some other wars as well, but they're all 20th century wars, and or 21st now as well. But not so much from the Napoleonic period. I did go to Austerlitz, Slavkov, in 2017. I wanted to see if I could understand what happened there. I spent 3 days walking around the battlefield, and I came to the conclusion that Napoleon was very lucky to win that battle. Maybe there's something there I've completely missed, because I mean we all have to study it, of course, at one stage, and Anyway, I think Napoleon was lucky. That's my opinion. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you found that interesting. I upload every day now, 200 hours or so. It's mainly to do with the Second World War, mainly to do with the Holocaust. In fact, I was just on my way to a location here, Fort 4 of the Kaunas fortifications, where murders took place. People from the Kaunas ghetto were taken there, and particularly the so-called intellectuals action, which took place in the summer or late summer of 1941. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do with this. Oops, can you see any better now? Does that make any clearer? There we go. Ah, yes, I should have done this immediately. I should have done that immediately, shouldn't I? There, how's that look now? Any better? There you go. 9. Is this hill? Number 9? Probably. Can't see. There's no key here. Never mind. So I presume that that's where we are now, and Napoleon saw that. Now, if this is correct, then it was a lot less forested than it is today. Although that looks to me like Napoleon number 6. So I don't know what's going on here. Oh, sorry. There's some thing. Iesius Pilkianus. Oh no, let's get Monticule de Iesa. Okay, right. So that's where we are. Yeah, Iesa Mount. So it's in English as well. I can actually read French, even I can't read Lithuanian. There we go. There you go. The units of the Great Army, Grande Armée, heights of Augstoy Freda towards the bridges. 1. Where's that? Okay, there you go. There's that. Anyway, 1 bridge, 2 bridges, 3 bridges. Magnificent achievement. Thanks for watching.